Emma had always been a fighter. Growing up in a small, modest town, she had learned early on that life wasn't going to hand her anything. Her family didn't have much, but they made do. Her parents worked long hours, and Emma was often left to take care of her younger siblings. But despite the challenges, Emma dreamed big. She wanted to be a doctor, to help people, and to provide a better life for her family. However, life had other plans. When Emma was 16, her world turned upside down. Her father, the backbone of their household, was diagnosed with a terminal illness. The doctors gave him only a few months to live. Emma's mother, who had always been the rock of the family, became overwhelmed by the responsibility of caring for him while still managing the household. Emma knew she had to step up. She became the primary caregiver for her father, sacrificing her social life and studies to ensure he was comfortable. Each day, she watched her father grow weaker, his vibrant personality dimming under the weight of illness. It was devastating, but Emma couldn't afford to break down. There was too much at stake. Her family needed her. In the midst of this, Emma's grades began to slip. Her dream of becoming a doctor seemed impossible. The weight of the world was on her shoulders, and she wasn't sure if she could bear it much longer. But Emma refused to give up. One day, while sitting at her father's bedside, he turned to her, his voice weak but clear. "Emma, you have the strength to do anything. Don't let this stop you. Finish what you started." Those words, though simple, struck a deep chord in Emma's heart. It was as if her father was passing on his strength to her. She knew then that she couldn't let his suffering be in vain. She had to keep going. With renewed determination, Emma began to push herself harder. She woke up early to study before her father needed her and stayed up late to finish homework after helping with dinner. It was exhausting, and many nights she felt like she couldn't keep her eyes open. But every time she thought about quitting, she remembered her father's words. In the months that followed, her father's health continued to decline. Despite the pain, Emma managed to stay focused on her studies, doing everything she could to hold it all together. And then, just before her father passed away, Emma received the news that she had been accepted into a prestigious medical program at a nearby university. It was a bittersweet moment. Her father wouldn't be there to see her dream come true, but she knew that, in some way, his spirit had carried her through. Years passed, and Emma worked tirelessly through medical school. There were more challenges along the way, moments when she felt like giving up, when the weight of her past seemed too much to carry. But each time, she remembered her father's words, and she pressed on. Eventually, Emma graduated as one of the top students in her class. She became a doctor, not just because of her intelligence, but because of the strength she had learned to summon in the face of unimaginable adversity. She dedicated her career to helping others, especially those in underserved communities, just as she had once dreamed. Emma never forgot the hardship she had faced, nor the sacrifices her family had made. She turned her pain into purpose, and through it all, she became a beacon of hope for others facing their own struggles. Her story was one of resilience, determination, and the unbreakable will to overcome adversity. She had lost so much, but in the end, she had gained everything she had ever wanted